I've discovered the secret healing power of comedy and therapy combined, and nobody is doing this effectively. Healing with humour will change your life faster and more joyfully than anything you've ever experienced. Have you ever wanted to do something special with your life? Something really big like stand-up comedy or telling the world your story, but fear held you back? Do you feel like you're not worthy of taking up space and shining your light? Do you wish you could just break free from limitations and fear and just be who you were born to be? If you've answered yes to any of those questions, then give me a few minutes of your time because this is for you. My name is Lizzie Allen. I'm a comedian and a therapist, and I'm the founder of Hilarapy, Healing with Humour. I grew up with divorced parents who struggled with addiction and their emotional, spiritual and mental health. By the age of 12, I was struggling with addiction myself, and by the age of 19, I was in a psychiatric ward, believing I was Jesus reincarnated. My life was out of control. I grew up loving comedy. Humour was survival in my family. Laughing together brought a sense of safety and connection in my heart. I yearned to pursue a life of creative expression. It felt like a calling. But unresolved childhood trauma and loss controlled my choices and limited me. I believed so many negative things about myself that showing up authentically felt dangerous. I was afraid of rejection and desperate to belong. Despite my adversities, I managed to live a life of a fairly high-functioning person. At least I pretended to. I gained skills and traveled the world, and on paper my life looked good. But all the while, I was trying to escape this niggling feeling that everything about me was just wrong. I was too much for the world, not worthy of love. I hid my shame. I wore a mask of confidence so well that even I believed it. But for all the great things in my life, I just couldn't get where I dreamed I should be. Denying my true calling felt like sitting on a volcano inside me. Every time it rose in me, I stuffed it down and sat on it. Because the truth was, I was afraid of what would happen if I was to let myself go out into the world. What if I fail? What if I'm not perfect? What if they reject me? It kept me small. I just wouldn't let myself be me. After everything I'd experienced in my childhood, it just didn't feel safe. But living like that was killing me. I was so stuck. Every time I tried to step out, I sabotaged myself. Eventually, it became more and more painful and lonely to keep running. I had another emotional and spiritual rock bottom, and then I started to work on myself. I got help and support for my addiction, and I went to university to follow my dream of comedy writing and performance. I did years of therapy and self-development, and I trained as a therapist and carried on learning about how much my childhood had influenced my adult life. The more I learned how to get vulnerable and show up in relationships with others, the more I began to write and perform more authentically. I decided I needed to face my shame and share my difficult lived experiences with others using the power of comedy. But I hated the comedy scene. It felt wrong to get vulnerable in that space with my tender heart. So I decided I would create my own safe and healthy environment to perform in. I put on my own shows and invited my own audience, and it was magical. As I shared my story from the stage, two things happened. First, the weight of the shame was lifted, and second, I found that my story helped other people who were struggling with similar feelings. Because as we laughed together, we healed together. When I saw that sharing my authentic story with other people helped them, it suddenly gave meaning to all the shit I'd been through. My life experience had purpose. Being someone who loves helping other people, I started teaching others how to share who they are using the power of comedy. Over time, I infused more therapeutic processes with the comedy into the group experience, and Hilarapy was born. If you've ever felt like you'll never be good enough, I can relate because I lived my life that way. I always thought I was bad and wrong, that I was too much for the world, and I was never good enough. Before I discovered the healing power of comedy combined with therapy, I always wanted to step into my dreams, but I didn't know how to let go of my crippling fear and limiting beliefs. Did you know that 1 in 4 people struggle with mental health issues? At least 90% of the population have experienced childhood trauma of some kind. Did you know that 100% of people who access some form of creative therapy get better results than those who don't? If you thought being emotionally and creatively constipated was bad, the extended outcome is much worse. Take a moment to think of what your future will look like if you don't choose to show up in your own life. You'll only live half of a life. You'll continue to believe the lies and push people away. You'll continue to feel worthless, useless, depressed, anxious, lonely, and stuck. But it doesn't have to be this way. You can choose to reclaim your power. You can choose to believe that you and your life are worth living to the fullest. You deserve to be happy. Give me a few minutes and I will reveal how comedy combined with therapy can transform your life just like it transformed mine and many other members. I combined group therapy and stand-up comedy techniques to give people a space to work on their stuff and tell their stories in a safe, supportive, joyful community environment. Working through our difficulties with comedy and therapy within a community is so much easier and much more fun. Healing with humour is a powerful, effective and fun pathway to a happy and successful life. All you need to do is say yes to your dreams and start your Hilarapy journey today. You can find freedom from limitations and fear and start to live that bigger life that lives inside you. I'm so happy to share our Hilarapy membership with you. We've included some amazing and revolutionary features that will bring a whole new dimension to your life. Step-by-step writing and performance instructions and full support. Interactive therapeutic group workshops where you can develop skills such as active listening, practice vulnerable sharing, helping you increase self-acceptance and self-worth. Plus, you'll learn powerful new tools that aid your mental, emotional and spiritual health. Hilarapy is here for you if you want to generate the confidence to say yes to new experiences and attract new opportunities. Discover how to truly embrace your natural creativity. Find community with like-minded people, a place to give and receive support. Learn the power of vulnerability and how to let go of shame and build intimate connections with others. Access and release your inner genius and actually manifest what you are truly capable of. Develop the courage to joyfully share your story with humour. And finally, make peace with your past. Help others with your experience, strength and hope, because your story matters. Click the button below and take advantage of our Hilarapy Comedy Therapy membership. Free for 1 month. You'll get access to the full program for 1 month. And if for any reason it's not for you, simply send us an email to cancel your subscription. No hard feelings. And you can keep the beginners module for free, as our thanks for giving us a try. And here are some common questions. How do I know if comedy therapy will work for me? Hilarapy has consistently brought power, courage and change to hundreds of our members. The only way to truly know is to give it a try, and it's free for 1 month, so you have absolutely nothing to lose. This course has been specifically designed for absolute beginners to comedy and personal growth. Can I really tell my story and make it funny with no prior experience? In reality, almost everyone can be funny if they're willing to connect with their own authentic truth and step out of their comfort zone. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Also, there is more to Hilarapy than just showing up in the world as who you really are and living a fabulous life. It's about helping other people and supporting other people with your bravery and courage to share your story. Your story matters. As a valued Hilarapy member, you will get access to visiting teachers, comedians and therapists. They will also guide you on your journey of self-discovery to grow, create and thrive. Our Hilarapy membership area is packed full of additional benefits. You also get access to our down-to-earth Hilarapy community. You'll feel a sense of belonging in a loving and supportive crew. I will walk you through this process step by step. You can work at your own pace. Simply watch the videos, do the work. You're never alone. Our Hilarapy team and membership are always within easy reach to assist you on your journey. If you want to finally begin to live your dreams, really live it, join our community of courageous creatives who are living their dreams and healing with humour. Sign up now and start your Hilarapy Heroes journey today. Hello, I'm Lizzie Allen. I am the founder of Hilarapy. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with more video content and the bell to stay notified when we release new stuff. Thank you so much and enjoy some of our other videos.